pick it up or mail it to you if you're coming by anyway.
It'll come here?
Yeah. Okay.
Grandma, is this thing ready?
It's getting ready.
It looks fine. Maybe.
Oh, okay. So this is your cord, okay, and you have a 50 amp rig. A lot of times when you go in, they're going to say, do you want a 30 amp site or a 50 amp site? You'll say you want 50.
Okay.
Okay. So, and that tells you right there, so you remember. This goes in and twists just a little bit, and then this goes to screw on just so you don't pull it out.
Okay.
Okay, but it goes in and then twists just a little. And this is your cord. Probably 25 feet, something like that. Most of your utilities are in the back corner, and it's going to reach anywhere you need to go. Okay. It's recommended to do not have the AC on when you plug this in. Unplug it. Just too much load right away. Everything's going to switch in. So AC off. You can plug that in. Then go inside. Turn on the AC. You're all set.
Okay.
Just better. You'll get a spark. It'll work, but it's just a better idea to not start out that way. Okay. So if you go to an RV park, you have water, electric, sewer, and cable. It's usually the 4 things you get. Okay. Water will just be a hose coming out somewhere near the electric connection. You just take that fresh hose, put it in here. It's just like what it says, city water, so it's just like if you had city water utilities. Turn on the faucet, you have water. Okay?
So that does shower,
Everything.
all the water.
Everything. All the water. Okay? It'll fill the hot water heater, you'll have hot water, all that stuff. And whatever pressure's in the hose is the pressure you get. Okay? Now, if you're going to do what we call dry camping, which means go where there's no utilities basically, or maybe there's electric only. Some of the state parks you go up in and all they've run is electric line, they don't run anything else. You can plug in, run your air conditioner, do everything, charge your batteries, but the water would be done on a water tank. Okay? This tank uses a pump to pump it out, 12-volt pump. So if you're going to use water out of the tank, you turn on a switch inside to pump out the water.
Okay.
Pressure's not as much because it's using that little pump, but it's still fully functional. You can do showers and the whole 9 yards.
So you just fill it up
in the middle of nowhere.
hose.
Exactly. Same hose, it just pours in. Okay? So there's water, electric. Okay, now we'll do cable is just in the back here. It's just a little
Okay.
cable. So you'll need a little coax cable.
And that goes
Throughout
all the TV
rig.
port.
Yeah, to the TV.
Okay.
Yeah. Now, and what you'll usually see is you'll see your electric pole. It's got electric on it and stuff. You'll see this, one of these, sticking out the back. Oh, there's your cable. Because it's not going to be labeled, you're just not separate. It's usually right there where the electric is. Okay. So there's water, sewer, and electric. Now, water and cable. For the sewer, if you fill up this water tank, which I don't know exactly how much is here, but maybe 50 gallons or more, that's 400 pounds or more. So let's say we fill it up and you go, oh, we got to go home. You turn this valve down here 180 degrees and that empties that tank.
Okay.
Okay. So, and it takes a while to drain. Like if we do it now, it'll take 20 minutes to half an hour to drain it all out of it. Okay, so you don't, usually people carry 5 gallons with them, on the road, so you can flush a toilet, make tea, coffee, whatever, but you don't carry it with 50 gallons if you're not going to be using it.
Right.
Okay. On the water, on the sewer, you have a black tank, which is your toilet.
Yep.
You have a gray tank, which is everything else.
Okay.
Sink and shower. You want the black to fill up before you dump it. Okay, so if we're gonna go camping tonight, take a packet of chemical and we drop it down the toilet, right? If we empty it tomorrow, it hasn't had a chance to work, hasn't done anything. In addition to that, if we open this up and it's got 3 gallons, it trickles out. You open it with 30 gallons and it flushes out. Okay, so you'll open your black first, let that go, and then dump, then close it, and then open your gray, let that go, close it. Then you take off your sewer hose and use your freshwater hose and finish rinsing it out all the way.
Okay.
Then you take that hose, that flexible hose with an elbow on it, and put that in a Rubbermaid container and put it in storage.
Okay.
Because you're only going to be doing it once a week, right? You can go 4 or 5 nights with not hooking it up at all. Maybe a week, maybe 2 weeks, not hooking it up at all. So you only do the sewer when it's full.
But if you're in an RV park, Would you just leave it open?
No.
No.
Don't leave it open, and you'll hear people tell you that. But you won't leave it open because what happens is your solids stay, and then everything else leaves. So then you've got a big mound, and you've got a heck of a problem. Eventually you have to replace the tank. So you want it to be closed, and not even hooked up, not even needed, until you're ready to dump it.
Now, how do you know when it's getting full?
You have gauges inside.
Okay.
So you go 2-3 nights, it's up to 1/3. You know, you got another 6-9 nights.
Yeah.
And then 2/3 and above, you can dump it.
Okay.
Now you also have another feature on this trailer. You have a black tank flush. So what you could do every other time, or how often as you want to do it, you open your black valve, right? Say you've just dumped it and you're all done. Open your black valve back up, hook your hose in here, and that goes straight into the black tank, and it's like a little baby pressure washer. So it super flushes the black tank. Okay?
So when you
Let that
store
run
it-
a minute, 2 minutes, and that's probably good.
Okay.
Okay? So there's all your utilities. The water heater, there's nothing to do out here. There is a plastic, if you're going to drain it for winter, there's a plastic plug. You can remove that.
Okay.
Otherwise, there's nothing to do out here. It's all done inside. This is the outside of your furnace. There's nothing to do here. This is a, I call it an outside shower. Yeah, it's a little handheld deal, and it's hot and cold water. So you can spray off kids or dogs or whatever outside. Oh, and you have, it looks like you have a second extra storage there
Yeah, it's under the bed.
with the jack handle. You have another gray valve here. So do you have 2 bathrooms or a bath and a half, or I don't know what's in this trailer.
What? I thought.
You've got another valve. It's right there.
We're going around.
Huh.
So you'll dump your black, and you can dump your gray, and then dump your other gray. Okay.
That's one, huh?
I'll look inside. I'll tell you which one it is. You got 2 grays. Yep. There's nothing here.
The storage.
Yep. Propane tanks in there. You just take
Yep.
that cover off. If you have 12 volt that's not working, say this jack's not working, or your slide out won't go out, or some lights aren't working, anything 12 volt related, check this fuse right here.
Okay.
It's a 30 amp blade fuse, just like in a car. Keep some spares
So
with you.
handy.
If you overrun this up or down, or someone hits the slide right, whatever the case is, for whatever reason, this is the first thing that'll pop.
Okay.
Okay, so 12 volt problem is right here. When you get a truck, in fact, I'll give you my card right. When you get a truck, then you just call me and I'll help you hook up. But I mean, just super easy. You've got up and down. Make sure you get a pin through here, pin or a lock. If you leave the trailer sitting and we lock it right here, nobody can hook up to it because their ball won't go in. It'll sit in there, but it won't latch to it. Okay, so that's a security device. Also, I've towed a trailer a little over 1,000 miles and then lost it because I didn't have a pin in this. So, oh, it works just fine. Yeah, it works until you hit that wrong bridge, and it pops up like that, and the trailer is off. So make sure you get a pin, a lock, a 1/4 inch bolt, something to lock that. Okay.
Go inside.
Spare tires in the back. That's for TV out here. So you got 110 outlet and TV out. So you're gonna leave a TV on the pad out here. These.
Yeah.
Oops. You have that little jack that's under the little handle that's under the bed is for this. If you lose 12 volt power, this just doesn't work. It stops working. You put the jack in there, and you can regulate. So you're never stranded. Now you have the big handle, but I don't think you need this except maybe for the spare tire.
That's a pretty cool retro.
Daddy, don't get up there.
Oh, I didn't record.
The spare tires.
Oh, okay, for the spare tire. Manual. Front. Okay.
I really wanted to get the auto level.
Oh, on the big fifth wheel. Okay, this will take the shake out. This will take the, you can put them down and then a little bit more. It's not meant to lift them, but there shouldn't really be much shake, okay? They don't go down level like you might think because you may have ground that's like this. So they kind of go down, and as one touches, the next one will level up. So it can kind of level up like this or like this, but it's really to take the shake out. Okay,
So it's not, they won't level.
they won't totally pick it up and level. I mean, they will, but they should not.
Yeah.
They are really just to take the shake out. So if you put these down, so you've got some blocks or whatever, and you put them all down, and you're getting a little bit of shake as you walk in, crank it down a little bit. Is electric. There's a button inside, super easy. The lights, as you see, if you want, that's your porch light. So if you want a little more light, you can run that awning out 6 inches, and that'll give you more of a spread for your life.
And these speakers are connected to the inside?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
We're ready to go inside. Now.
Look out, guys. Look out, Tammy.
Go where it's nice and cool.
Nice. It's nice looking on the inside.
I need for you guys to go sit on the couch, okay? Go. Sit on the chair so that I can videotape the man speaking with Dad.
Much better.
Look.
Yeah, my favorite game.
Golf.
I've watched all 4 days now.
Well, it's better than playing in this heat. Yeah, I'd rather watch it right now than play it.
Now, winterized just means that all the...
That's from the factory. Every one they build at the factory, because they don't know how long they're going to sit, they winterize them. But we've already taken that out. We've unwinterized it. So that actually could be removed. That's just working off antenna right there.
Nice.
The other brake tank, what was it?
That's what I'm looking at. This is your bathroom.
Yeah.
Must be you just have a lot of capacity. So yeah, so one gray tank's going to be for this sink, and the other will be for your bathroom. That's you just have two. They're probably maybe they can only get 30 gallon and to fit, so they put two of them. So you got 60, whatever the capacity is. Okay, your heat and cool is really simple, just like a house. Turn it to cool, set your temperature.
Okay.
Turn it to heat, set your temperature. Don't turn off the AC and then right back on again because it's already under pressure and under load. So you'll want to turn it off. If you got to turn it back on, wait 5 minutes, 10 minutes, then turn it back on. Okay. And I don't leave the fan on auto, that way it's better. Let's look for. And this thermostat will control that AC unit, and this one does this AC.
Oh, there's two.
Nice. I can keep that cold in there.
Yeah. Well, and it is. In fact, if you want to look right here, if you want this room, because they're both ducted, so they're both going to go through the ductwork. Okay? But if you do this, it drops it right in here.
Okay.
So if you do this and this, it's going to drop 80% of it right in here. So you keep this much colder than over there if you want.
Nice.
It'll still help on the vents, but hello.
Close them.
Oh, maybe 10 minutes. What do you have next?
Try to get a big fan.
Oh, okay, good. That's a one. Yeah. Okay,
Let's
good.
get a big fan.
It's good enough. Just off. How does this fan go? With this one's?
Okay.
Just here?
So all your lights have switches on them. They also have switches on the wall for some of them.
Okay.
So like this one is apparently right here too. Slide. You want to make sure everything's off, of course. And if you're going to store it, I take a battery lead off. Oh, we should have put that thing on the hitch. I would take a battery lead off so that way nothing drains the batteries. Because of one little thing, this light for a week will drain that battery dead. Now, when you're plugged in or when you're going down the road, you'll be charging your house battery. You'll be charging those batteries. But if they start too low. Okay, so that's all done. That's all done.